Hello everyone, welcome to another session of Dark Souls PvP. I'm here with just another video. Nothing special about this one, just my experimentation with unlocked PvP, a little bit of a discussion on that, and just some of the things that I noticed, all that good stuff. But before I get into that little intro sequence, that little intro scene thing, the music for that was by a band called Memento Mori. I'll include a link in the description if you want to check out more of their stuff. I knew one of the guys back in high school, sent him a message, asked if he wanted, or if he would let me, or if they would let me use their music as an intro, and they were cool with it, so yeah. Alright, so unlocked PvP. The thing that hotshots like to do. The real Dark Souls starts here. Now, I've got to say this about it. It is a pain in the ass to learn. Seriously, this stuff, I can see why this is what the hotshots are good at. I mean, I am really having quite a hard time learning this. By the end of it, I've sort of got it down pretty decently, but, man, the learning curve on this is ridiculous. So, first off, it's not good to play unlocked against people who are teleporting. Rule number one, don't use, at least for me, rule number one, don't use it against people with bad lag. Rule number two, for me, don't mess around with it against people who are using Sunlight Blade or Dark Moon Blade. Because if you will mess up, or I will mess up, and it will hurt me. These are just things that I'm noticing, just general little bits of advice to anyone else who wants to, experiment with it. Know what you can mess around with and know what you can't. And right here, we've got this guy, and I'm pretty sure he's a subscriber on the channel, so hey dude, nice matches, we need to get together again so you can, kick my ass again. And this was actually the closest I got to beating him. And I like that little move I pulled right there, the roll under his jumping attack to the backstab. That was pretty cool in my opinion, I liked that. But man, I did not stand a good chance against him. And that was the closest I actually got to beating him. So, I need to hang around those people who are good at unlocked playing, see if I can pick up on some of the things that they're doing and use it myself. So, yeah. Alright, so we got this person using the Balder Side Sword and dual wielding. Now, the other day, Martyr's Brigade, he put up a video where he fought against Leftover Pie 2. And I actually mentioned this in one of my more recent videos too, where I was in the Berg, that I was seeing a lot more people dual wielding. Well, I didn't actually see Martyr's video until after I had recorded the audio for that video where I mentioned it. But after that, it all kind of fell into place, it all sort of made sense to me. There's more people dual wielding now because Martyr's put up a video about it and fought a guy who's doing it, so obviously more people are going to be trying it. And he also put up a little bit of a challenge. If anyone else who is good at dual wielding, sends him a message and they get some matches in, then he might, record it, put it up, and have it be on YouTube with all of his other stuff. So, of course, now everyone and their mother is trying to learn how to do dual wielding. And really, I decided to sort of take advantage of this and take advantage of the little handicap that they're giving themselves because they're learning too. So they're a bit handicapped because they're learning. And learn something myself, being unlocked play. So really, this is a good time to get into it because you got some people who are doing unfamiliar things. And right there, I like that. Just sort of had that feeling where he was going to be behind me going for that R2 attack so he could poke me in the back. And I was so right. That's awesome. Just that complete 180 turn without even seeing him and getting him with a hit. Wouldn't have happened if I was target locked. Would not have happened. So, yeah. Playing unlocked, it really gives you some pretty cool looking things sometimes. I mean, you have so much more mobility when you're unlocked than when you're target locked. Like, when you're target locked, you can move forward, backwards, sideways, all around whatever you're target locked to. But when you're playing without the lock on, you can move in any direction, do anything, sort of jump in any direction, and it like triples your mobility possibilities. It's so great. And really, what I'm sort of doing with it, I'm trying to mix it up between playing with the lock on and playing without it in like mid-match, so I can just get used to it. And yeah, it's really fun to learn. So we've got a bloodthirsty dark wraith right here, and I come over ready to fight him, and I guess the host wants in too, so get a bloodthirsty dark wraith, a bloodthirsty host. I don't know if I interrupted him, but right there, that's a good example of why learning to play without the lock on is good. Because, I couldn't have asked for a better example. I got the parry, I would have been able to get the host off my back, I would have been able to get the red phantom off my back, and I would have done damage to the host. But, because I was locked on, the target lock had to just freak out and switch back and forth on me, and go ahead and, ruin everything. So, I lived by a tiny little fraction right there. He's actually using Velka's rapier, so my block wouldn't have, blocked enough of it. But, oh well. It happens. So, yeah. On this setup that I'm running on, I'm using the barbed straight sword, which, I like my uncommon weapons. Figured I should try out the barbed straight sword, because I never see it, pretty much. And I actually found out that it has the same bleed buildup as a katana. So that's pretty cool. It's got a straight sword moveset, bleed buildup of a katana. Its rolling two-handed attack is it's a horizontal slashing attack right there. I just did it. So it's similar to the R2 power attack, and it's really good when you're just learning to play unlocked, because you can sort of roll around a lot and still cover a wide area with your swings, instead of rolling forward with like a regular long sword and doing a stab. It covers quite a bit more area, so it definitely increases your chances to hit, which is one of the main reasons why I chose this weapon to learn how to play unlocked. So I'm using the Rotten Pine resin. That way I've got two status effect build-ups going up on their screen. And at first I was using the Dark Silver Tracer so I could also get them with the Toxic, but I decided that it kind of sucks. Aside from using it whenever I get a parry or backstab, it kind of sucks, because it's R2, it's power attack, the stab that actually inflicts the toxin. It barely, it's not that it barely does any damage, although that is true, but it doesn't really track too well with the target lock. And even though I'm trying to go without the target lock, it's still necessary at some points. And right there, that's how you punish someone with the bow. You roll backstab them when you get close. But you need to keep roll backstabbing them. You can't just stand there and take an arrow to the face like I did. Kind of defeats the purpose. So yeah, you got this guy in his Havels, his steel shield of whatever kind that is. I don't know exactly, I don't care. I'm not a fan of great shields. But yeah, he's got his Murakumo, he's just sort of spamming away with it. And, nothing really too special about this fight. Just get a parry right there, leftover Pi 2. He sent me a chat invite thing, because we actually had gotten together and had some matches after this, and before I went to the township on this, or in this video, Pi and I had some matches, and it gave me some good practice with the unlocked playing. So if you can see a difference, in my gameplay between the recording session in the Burg and right now in the township, then that's probably because I improved quite a bit through my little PvP session with Pi, because man, he is good. And yeah, just sort of getting at it, and I'm really starting to get the hang of the unlocked play. As you can see, he He does have a slow weapon, but I'm taking advantage of it. I'm also mixing it between target locking and not. And I'm thinking that I'm going to be playing without the lock on quite a bit more often now. And one thing that I really have to say about it is... Oh, actually, wait. This fight right here. This was kind of funny. Right there, I heard some footsteps, so I knew that there was a guy hiding around here somewhere, so I decided to look around. And of course, he's standing right there, so give him a nice little shot with the arrow through that little hole, which is good for killing that enemy that's down there. You can either kill him or lure him up there so you can fight him. And just, like, dude, you're not gonna ambush me if you're moving around and I can hear you. So, yeah. So this guy, I don't really fight him seriously. I mean, he kind of screams like new player, like a better PvPer would have taken advantage of that time when I used the green blossom to attack me or rush in or something like that, but he's just sort of standing back, not really doing anything. And aside from how he looks and how he's acting, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's really all that makes me think that. And I feel like I do that every video. I trip over my words. Just sort of throw a Lloyd's Talisman at him. Not sort of, but I do throw a Lloyd's Talisman at him. Just so he can't heal himself, and I can mess with him a bit more. And, you know, that pretty much confirms that he is new to PvP. I mean, he's trying to use his Estus class, he's trying to heal himself, and it's not really working out for him. So, yeah, and he keeps circling me, trying to get in for that backstab. But it's not gonna happen, dude. Sorry. I'm a Dark Wraith, I gotta kill you. It's my job. Alright, so I'm just sort of pelting him with arrows, poison arrows, of course, so I can get some damage to build up, the poison build up on him. And really just sort of not doing too much. And right here, I take a soul spear to the face, crystal soul spear, I think. So I'm like, alright, enough of that. And at this point, actually, I think it was through my session of matches, or series of matches with Pi, I realized that the ring I was wearing wasn't doing anything. It was Havel's ring, and it wasn't doing anything for me, so I switched off to the red tear stone. So that was definitely a good little change. So, yeah, about that community thing. I mean, oh well. I mean, what are you gonna do? Some people are just gonna be there ready to camp and farm. I mean, it's really a great place, the township. So, I mean, you gotta expect that. You also have to expect to run into gankers and be slaughtered. But hey, that's what the elevator's for. I mean, that thing is... That's really one of the reasons why I like PvPing in the township. The elevator, it makes it so much fun. So, yeah. You got this guy being a typical Baldur side sword user, sort of spamming away with it. And really, this wasn't that great of a fight, but it was pretty cool, something that happened in it. And I've actually never seen it before, so that's why I decided to include it. Right around here, right here. Boom. He parried an arrow. He parried an arrow. And the arrow actually, like, bounced off, fell to the side. That's cool. Little details, like the splash noise when you get put face down into the water. Like after a parry or a backstab, the splash noise of you falling in. Arrows being, you know, parried, stuff like that. Just the tiny little details make the game so much better. So yeah, I'm getting back with the unlocked play right here against a person who's flipping around. And really, playing unlocked is really a good defense against them because they like to flip around so much to try and avoid you, but if you're playing unlocked, they don't know where you're going to move. So, you can take advantage of that and kind of cause them some trouble. So, yeah. This person, I think they've got like no poise because they're being stunned by everything. Yeah, I don't really know why. I mean, I understand some people like the challenge of that, but I don't know. And right there, got him with the point blank shot. to the throat, chest, face-ish area. Yeah. So we got this person who is spamming away with the parrying dagger. And, you know, I get kind of tired of it, so I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm backstabbing you. Because if you're going to stay there parrying me all day, then you're going to get backstabbed. I mean, just plain and simple. That's how it's going to work. So, yeah, I've got a red tier stone ring on too. And I've been trying to play with the bow unlocked a bit longer than I've been playing with the sword unlocked, actually. And I'm not good at it yet. I'm really not. Like, I've seen some little instructional videos and such for it, but it's just not coming along. So, yeah. This is the last fight in the video, if you could even call it that. I just didn't really feel like dealing with it. I got tired. It was late at night, so, yeah, that's that. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.